Bar might feel tough, but is it actually cardio? I wore a Garmin heart rate monitor and took a 50-minute cardio bar class to find out. As a creator of HupSix, we've been putting other fitness methods to the test and going head to head. Okay, so let's just start with HupSix. In the 6 rounds and 30 minutes with our patented method and gear, we usually get about 40 to 50 cardio zone minutes in the 30-minute class. So how that works is if you log maybe 15 or 20 minutes of Vigorous, those count as double. That's how you're able to get more logged minutes than what the actual workout time is. So when you take a 50-minute cardio bar class, I got 9 moderate and 5 vigorous, which count as double. So I got 19 total cardio zone minutes in order to get 150 minutes of cardio minutes within the week. That would have barely scratched the surface for me. That was really disappointing. I was really rooting for it, especially when you label something as a cardio workout. My perspective would be that if somebody would take that class, they would go, I just did 50 minutes of cardio, especially because you sweat a lot, you shake a lot, it feels difficult, you're using a stepper like an old school aerobic stepper, you're using weights, there's a lot of things, you're very shaky afterwards. So the perception is that you definitely would have gotten cardio, but in reality, that's the trick between perceived effort and actual effort, and why tracking your heart with a monitor on, like a chest strap is super accurate, and it'll help you understand where to invest your time and your effort. Because if you are trying to knock those numbers out, which everyone should, and those are actually the minimum numbers that we're after. Just keep that in mind, but it does go to show that HupSix head-to-head really just blew cardio bar out of the water. So here's the thing. When it comes to these zones, why do they matter? Why do we care? What's the deal about them, right? So the CDC, Dr. Cooper, Dr. Levine, all of these recent, the Norwegian 4x4, the guys in Norway, you might not know what any of that's about, and that's totally okay. So let me just explain to you the gist of what's happening. So what they've discovered is that when people have something like heart disease, they would think a long time ago that if you had heart disease, your heart is not healthy, there's no way to fix it, you shouldn't push it, you're gonna have another heart attack and die. And what the research has found is that your heart is super adaptable, but it only adapts to a lot of energy and a lot of vigorous activity. It needs you to do it often. So it's one of those things, they always talk about gains in terms of your physique and bodybuilding and getting stronger, and you want muscle gains. But your heart is the thing that drives all of that. So if you want those kind of gains, you need a solid engine, which is your heart, to push it. That's really what they've discovered, is that you need those vigorous minutes. Those are what you're really, really after. And what's so exciting about that is that they do count as double. If you are able to find a workout like HupSix that gives that to you and doesn't feel that hard and that's fun and flies by, and you get those minutes, you don't have to invest as much time. Which, adults, people that are young, whatever, you have a busy life and you want to bang out those minutes, get those vigorous zones clocked in and logged so that you get all of those amazing adaptations that keep your heart young. All the researchers and scientists, it might not sound like it's researchy and scientific-y, but they're literally tagging it as the fountain of youth. So whether you're a young person and were an athlete or a dancer, or you did sports as young, your goal as life gets a bit more complicated is to hold on to those gains for as long as you can, because it's so much easier just to stay connected to that habit and keep that young, healthy heart for your whole life. You'll have added years, you'll have less illness, you'll have all of these things, you'll be able to think clear. It really is this superpower that's so easy to log if you just know what you're doing and you know what you're after, and you really are after those really valuable, vigorous minutes. And the best way to know whether you're hitting it or not is to strap on a heart rate monitor, put one on, track it. It's super easy, it's not uncomfortable, and it'll really let you know and not guess if you're getting what you want when you're investing your time and your money in things. You want to know what you're getting.